Welcome back to the channel, guys. Arthur here from Draft Media. Today we look at the French big man from Michigan, Moussa Diabate. Adding on to the plethora of French talent in this year's class is Moussa Diabate. The freshman has showcased some serious athleticism all season. He has a good motor and runs the floor hard. A lot of his offense has been coming from the dunker spot. He slips into the cracks of the defense and doesn't waste any time going up with it. He gets off the floor quickly and has been a great off-ball cutter to complement the playmaking of Hunter Dickinson. He averaged 9 points while shooting 54% from the field in 25 minutes per game. Diabate will almost never have any plays drawn up for him on offense. He takes what the defense gives him and stays true to his 9-point per game average, the only outlier being a 28-point performance against the Iowa Hawkeyes. My NBA comparison for him is Jalen Smith, with hopes that he could develop into a player like Jaren Jackson Jr. down the line. As I mentioned, playing alongside a playmaking center was very beneficial to Moussa as an off-ball cutter, where he showcased his athleticism. Diabate has also looked good as a pick-and-roll roll man. He loves to slip the screen to beat the defense, but has also shown he's able to set hard picks when need be. Moussa has struggled with ball security. He averaged 1.5 turnovers a game, and a big part of that is due to his bad hands. Granted, the passes weren't the best, but nevertheless, he should be able to secure them. Diabate has a soft touch around the rim, and it shows on these post hooks. It has definitely become his go-to move and where he seems the most comfortable. It's nothing too complicated. He won't try to do too much with his feet. He keeps it simple and uses his off arm to create separation. Besides his half hook, he's found some success going up with two hands to hit post fadeaways from close range. His post footwork will need a lot of work. He makes a good play on the spin and one, but even then, it's clear his footwork isn't very polished. Anytime he does more than his patent half hook, the outcome usually isn't great.
This shit wavy.
Diabate possesses an intriguing face-up game which could prove to be a big part of his offensive arsenal. If his half hook isn't there, he could just rise over the defender for the easy mid-range shot. As a power forward in the modern NBA, the expectation is that you should be able to stretch the floor out to 3. That unfortunately hasn't been the case for Moussa. He shot 21% from 3 on only 0.4 attempts per game. His shot form from behind the arc is a lot different than from mid-range. He has a fling to his shot that he seems to have to put a lot of strength into just to hit the rim. With barely any arc in his shot, a lot of his misses are way off the mark and doesn't seem too promising going forward. But with adjustments to his form, the possibilities are endless. In 25 minutes per game, Diabate grabbed 6 rebounds with 2.4 coming on offense. He ranked 9th in the Big Ten in total rebound percentage at 14.5%. Despite having a smaller frame at 210 pounds, Moussa has held his own on defense. He goes up vertically and uses his 7'3" wingspan to challenge shots. His wingspan and athleticism have allowed him to snag nearly a block a game. He looks especially good from the weak side as a help defender. His defensive potential is the biggest appeal to his game as a prospect.
Hey, this shit wavy.
However, just like his offense, Diabate is still raw on the defensive end. We see him leave his assignment to double with no backside defense coming. He's also struggled with fouling all season and has 12 games with 4 fouls or more, which has limited his playing time. His post defense has shown some potential because he's able to stay vertical and use his long arms to contest, but when faced with a stronger opponent, we see how he has trouble defending. He will certainly need to add on some mass to withstand the strength of NBA big men consistently. This strength discrepancy has been the reason he's found himself in foul trouble so often. His potential to become such a versatile defender is the reason why Moussa Diabate is so highly regarded in this year's class. It's not out of the realm of possibility to see Diabate guarding at least 4 positions in the NBA down the line. He moves well laterally and his long arms allow him to contest shots with ease. He has a high motor and is a passionate defender. The sky's the limit for Diabate defensively. He should also be able to defend the pick and roll with no problems. This defensive versatility is why I believe he could develop into a player like Jaren Jackson Jr. eventually.
Hey, this shit wavy.
The key thing to remember with Moussa is that he's likely still 2 years away from becoming a consistent rotation player. Again, he will need to add on mass, and teams will mold him to fit any role they need. My draft projection for Moussa Diabate is anywhere from the 15th pick to the 30th pick. Thank you guys for watching. Consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel to join the Draft Media family.